Hello, everyone, and welcome to The Work. The Work is a way to identify and question the thoughts that cause all the suffering and fear in your life. And I love that you've tuned into this particular podcast because it's all about fear. I invite you to join us. You may even want to list what you fear will happen. Welcome to this podcast as we sit together and understand the cause of fear and how to end it. So welcome to The Work. Hello, dears. Hello. Those of you new to this community today, welcome here. Together, we identify and question the thoughts that are causing all the fear and terror and discomfort, anything from mild irritation to stark raving mad. The cause of all suffering, how to identify it, question it, and, people say, get free of it, and we do all kinds of things to be free of it, but, self-inquiry, it's an act of love, self-care, what am I thinking and believing that would keep me separate from you or him or her or them? Doesn't mean we have to hang out together and go to the movies. It's just this caring, this heart, to think of you or to see you. Even to see you is to think of you. How else could there be you in my world? Those of you that have your list of fears, keep those handy. And John, we can start with you. I call it the thing I most fear will happen, exercise. So John, honey, your list.
It was amazing to me because I went through this list and I woke up in the middle of the night and I came to something very profound.
Oh, really?
It was about not getting my shot, not getting my chance, and what that would mean if I didn't.
Yeah.
And I went through all of these. I will not be heard. I will not be recognized. I will not be appreciated. I will not be loved. All of those things with my marquee, my name on the marquee, right? Mm-hmm. It comes with that.
Yeah.
So I woke up in the middle of the night, and the message that I got, I have a question about this too, is that I would not exist. I would not exist if this is true. And then came, I do not exist. I do exist. I do not exist. And when we're talking about like existing, we're meaning, I'm talking about the I. And when that's gone, if I don't exist, then I am life. I'm not the I. I'm the living, breathing epitome, action of life. And that just threw me. And so my question is to you, and without existing, and with, as you said yesterday, everything is ego, every thought, even if it's a good thought, a bad thought, a stressful thought.
Ego meaning every thought is about me, I.
Mm-hmm. So are there messages beyond the ego? Who are we if we're not I? And what are we? Are we this energy that is infinite? And does that energy have messages for us? Or
you're overlooking the fact that you are the energy and messages are getting through to you. And you're the answer to your question, sweetie, as I'm listening.
Well, I just love listening to you talk about those things because you're here and I'm here, and I see you as the example for the expansion, the more and more expansion of consciousness. But this was a moment of, for me, that I do not exist. And what to do now? Just follow the energy. And it leads me to self-care. Those are the choices. It leads me to the next thing. There's not really much up here. It disappears the more I know or sort of live this. So that's where I got with my list.
Honey, it's listening to you. It would be to sit in the question, I need to know. It could be, I need to know what to do. Or it could just be, I need to know. And then, is it true that you need to know?
Wow.
Notice where you have your hand. It's on your chin. Did you plan it? Did you think, I think I'll say, wow, now. I need to know. Is it true? Who would you be without the thought, I need to know? Those of you new to the work, this, what we're looking at, wherever your mind goes, just notice and ponder, hang out.
I love this, and I love that you're here to give us this.
I can point.
I love that. Because that just changed me in that moment, that question.
Yeah, I need to know what to do. So all of you, notice where your hands are right now. Notice where your feet are right now. Did you say, I think I'll put my feet here. I think I'll put my hands here. I think. Would you be without the thought there's something beautiful going on? Noticing. And noticing the fears. Thank you, John. Honey, you're not alone. You're hitting spaces that, and it's not fair to give it a name, but like initiation, just moving through consciousness, just easing on in, and notice fear. When you hit a bump, it'll feel like fear and it'll bring you back. That belongs on paper. You can question it, get still again, and expect nothing. Don't expect to go back to that place. Just get still. Notice.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah. And eventually you'll have that, and that immovable, and you're not the talker, you're not the doer, you just it's almost a disgrace to name it, but it's not the doer. Disgrace meaning it's evident. Self-evident meaning no other. Honey, thank you. Your experience. It's so that inquiring mind of yours and the courage to speak out and to stay on this path of don't know world. It's an exciting journey. Just showing, I don't need to know anything. It's a given. I'm sitting in the chair talking to you. It's just a given. And it's a privilege. And you're all sitting in some chair. You're either standing, sitting, or lying horizontal. Same. It's not a position of the body. Lucas, you have a question, honey. Do you have your list of fears?
Yes, I do. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Lucas. You have your list of fears. So
yes, I do.
So read your list and let's see how many we have in common. I would guess all of them.
So the first one is presence, which drops down to losing control.
So if you're present, your fear is you'll lose control.
Yeah.
Okay? And the next one again?
Go crazy. And the last one, to die.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're experiencing presence, and that's not going to change. That's not going to change. Imagine that. It's not going to change. It's what you've always wanted. It's not going to change. Your presence, and you're losing control. Go to that place. You're losing control. Is it true? So stay there. You're going crazy. Is it true?
No.
So notice your breath. You're dying. Is it true?
No.
And how do you react when you think the thought, I'm dying?
Avoidance. Avoiding life.
Okay, so you just sold out the experience. However, don't move. Just notice. It's like coming back even though you never went away. And who would you be without the thought, I'm dying? And that presence without the thought, I'm dying. You feel you're losing your breath. You've been there for almost a year. All your weight's gone, your skin and bones, you're dying. Who would you be without the thought?
I would accept gifts of life.
Okay, so just be there. Die. Notice. Notice. I'm dying. Turn it around. Continue on with,
I'm living.
notice the breath, the presence, the breath. Now no breath, no life, no I. And are you okay?
Yeah.
That sounds redundant, and there's not another language for it. You've lost control. Turned around. I've lost control. It's not a terrible thing. It's amazing. As you sit in your practice of stillness,
I gained freedom.
now you're so far out, there's no coming back. Are you okay?
Yes.
I'll go crazy, turned around. I'm going sane.
I'm going sane.
No, I'm going sane. Now you're way beyond any place you could return from. And are you okay? Look around. Nothing but darkness. Are you okay?
Yes.
No return. Are you okay? And Lucas, what are you noticing?
I'm noticing lightness and peace.
And there's no going back. There's no coming back, is what I mean. There's no coming back. Now in Earth School, we start over. Chop wood, carry water, eat your breakfast, do your walk, go to work, time for bed, Brush your teeth. No eye.
Thank you.
Shannon.
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Shannon.
Yes, I just want to thank you for being here. And as I'm pregnant with our first little, he gets to hear you too. And so throughout the day, I'm listening to you in my ears. I'm listening to you in the car, and that peace that you emanate and help others create, it transcends. And so it's just such a joy listening to you, and thank you for continuing to be here. I'll be honest, it's something I look forward to every weekend, is like, getting to spend this time with you in the community. And it's such a joy.
Oh,
it really is.
You are my energy drink. Yeah.
We're so grateful. So grateful. And I did the exercise, Katie, that you had asked me to do with the dogs, and getting boiled alive and everything, animals that are going through extreme suffering. And
so let's catch people up that weren't there for that session. Shannon, your question of how can people, boil like dogs alive, and what is that like? How can they do that?
yes. And so I empathized with the dogs and what that journey might be like for them as they're on their journey to go to their final fate. Some of them are rescued, some of them aren't. But some fears came up as if I was a dog, like I'm going to an unfamiliar place that's uncomfortable. And it was really hard sitting in that. Not hard, but it was really awakening sitting in that, because I know that we're safe here, but I also feel like there's situations where animals and people are not safe. And so it affects, I feel so blessed and free, but it's like, if that is their fate and they're fearing like I'm going to die, and then they do die, and in a painful, excruciating way, I know that when I go through that, I'm actually living it out. They're living it out, and then I'm living it out. So it's being lived out double. But the fears that they might feel, or people might feel similarly, might be justified, or are their fears ever justified?
You can't know. You can look to your own. Are they ever justified? And what do you mean by that?
I mean, like if a dog is on the way to go get boiled and he's seeing other dogs getting boiled, and his fear is that that will happen to him and that he will be in pain, and it actually happens to him.
Yeah, but you have no idea. And there's no way to know. What you know is you don't want it to happen to you, so you feel compassion for the animal, not knowing animal wisdom. They're certainly here on this earth as teachers. They're givers. They're amazing. But you perceive that it's going to happen to them as though it is what you would be feeling if you were that animal. But you're the animal to take care of in that situation, to notice. You're imagining a horror that animal is facing that may not be projecting. Without projection, there is no pain. All pain is either remembered or anticipated. But you're experiencing like, what would, that, if that happened to me, it's, you're, projecting that they feel what you feel. And I just, how do I say it? It's, we can be kind and awake as well. Awake is respect. It's respectful. Awakeness. And not assuming that they are as fearful as I may be. But to respect it as though it could be. Don't know. So I work on my own fears, and you're into some good work around that. That's what this is. And the way animals, you get them close to something that hot, they're going to squirm and cry and try to get away. So there's a clue, but I still don't know. You know what? But I respect it as I look to myself. I don't want for them anything I wouldn't want for myself. But then we see humans that are hungry and haven't eaten. And what's left, that dog, Yeah, my friend, I wonder if my friend would mind keeping me alive. Well, we are into some kind of, those of you new to the work, this could look really macabre today, but the exercise is to list our fears and question them and turn them around and ponder the fears in our everyday life that we don't even know really are going on, and to bring them up rather than keep them under the surface and live small lives because of those fears. So this is, we're facing them head on and looking at them, and we're still left with don't know, some of us. But if you run deep, and we all have that option. It's a practice. We come to understand what some of you have heard me say before. All pain is either remembered or anticipated. So where is it? So I don't worry about pushing you too far, because you can't go too far. But you can scare yourself out of it and respect that. Move from your head to paper what moved you out of your practice. And question it, sit in it, 4 questions, turnarounds, and begin again when you're ready. When you're ready. Easy, easy, easy does it. It's a gentle practice, isn't it, Shannon? It's about love. Falling into love and trust. I found myself out there, words aren't adequate. There was no way out, so got it. Just like that. No way out. And I haven't come back. Something I very rarely claim.
Beautiful, Katie. One thing I also notice is the mild irritations, and I know it's the ego sometimes, but I find myself, if I'm overly tired, or maybe others can relate, if I'm overly hungry, it's more difficult to be present and show that compassion for others. But I love that challenge, because it's in those moments when you're hungry and you're tired that you get to see, you get to experience that love. But even sometimes I find myself getting a little more impatient with others when I'm hungry or tired. But is that the ego then? That's not even obviously me. It's just the body, this vessel that's carrying, needing to be nurtured or slept or whatever. But does that when you were in the wilderness walking and whatnot, did you find when you were fatigued or hungry, did that affect your mental state?
I had, is it true in my head, like an arm or a leg or something? It was an implant. It just, is it true? Because I was attempting to live in the world, just like all of you. It's just that I'm aware of it. Yeah, is it true? And the answer, if you sit in, is it true? All of the other 3 questions and turnarounds are within, is it true? It's all there. I just broke it apart to support you all to just kind of move from one step of the ladder to the other as you sit in. Is it true? Is it, the others are just ways of holding you in. Is it true? Yeah.
So helpful.
Oh, honey, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Michael. Hi, Michael.
Hey, Katie. Wow. This is such a blast seeing you. Seriously. I did the work, I don't know, years and years ago, and I did about 4 schools.
Oh, sweetie. Oh, boy, our schools. Oh, good times.
And, and I put a shingle out for a while being a facilitator. And I feel like, Katie, I'm just beginning. My wife died 8 months ago. And and my world sort of collapsed since then. And I know you'll probably say great.
Oh, well, my thought was, honey, are you falling into love? You're just falling into love. When you think of your life, is that love or sadness?
It's both, really.
Yeah.
Yes, there's been so much sadness and such an incredible grief since she died, and the mind kept thinking, "Oh no, I'll wake up." Well, the clever dick mind saying, "Okay, I can wake up and transcend this."
Well, you can also just continue to feel it until it kills you, and then notice it does, and you get up and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Gratefully.
yeah. So, I guess my fear is I'll never grow up, Katie.
Oh, good. You just can't stop bragging, can you?
Yeah, but that's it's like I've been seeking this whole life. I'm 64 years old now, and I've been seeking, like I was a smart ass seeker when I was 18 years old. I thought, I was on to the latest speaker and everything. I was on to you when you first came out. And now I'm like, I'm full of fear, a lot of the time. Yeah. And a lot of there's a lot of sadness, and
this is your Earth school.
Yeah. I have such appreciation for you, though, Katie. Just want to say that I have such appreciation for you. I really, you are amazing. I mean, that's so funny, and you've never come back. That's the claim.
No.
Anyway,
but how could I?
Yeah.
I mean, never born, never die.
Yeah, so beautiful, Katie.
Yeah, honey. And so beautiful that your wife lives in you. You cry for her, and there she is.
Yeah.
Oh, she's in the kitchen when you're in the bedroom.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying don't cry. That's a beautiful expression.
Yeah. No, it's all. See, I feel so on shaky ground. There's such insecurity, and a part of me sort of feels that that's the correct, or that's, of course, it's correct, but it's right. But of course, the fear is judging that it's not right.
And to open to fear. And cause of fear and move it from our head to paper. We just, it's like, right. This is real. I'm right this time. The ego would convince us without using those words.
Yes. Yeah.
Can't live without her, and I don't want to live without her, and some kind of version of that. And it's none of it true.
Yeah.
Belongs on paper, sweetie. And, it's what would she want for you? You can give her that. You can give you that.
Yeah.
Never too late. It's not as though she's not in you, of you, there.
Yeah.
I mean, to grieve her is like not appreciating that she is in you.
Yeah, I think that sometimes I think that's part of my immaturity, that God, you're still grieving her. Don't you realize that she's here with you? Have you not learned anything?
You could just ask her, I'm grieving. What should I do next? And listen. Right. Yeah, that's how you and your wife hung out, and it's right. Yeah. The ego likes to. The ego fears the loss of a body like that. That you like there's no way to be close again. But ego is always terrified of losing, because it's offering up the possibility of who am I? Thank you, Michael. And grieve on. Just get conscious as you grieve. Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Katie. I love you too, honey. Just just think of her and there she is. Don't think of her and she's there. Yeah, and then when you really get that, then there's a kind of moving away, and it's right.
Right.
It's like a child that can go on without his, that.
Katie, that is so what I am. I am I'm looking for somewhere to plug my umbilical into.
Yeah. I think of Stephen, my children, my grandchildren, and it's such a comfort knowing that they can't die.
Right.
Die.
Yeah.
I'm just imagining right now I have them. It's very comforting, but not necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to live for me, in other words.
Yeah.
But oh, how sweet the dream of those we love, even though they're like an apparition in the moment where we're thinking of them. Yeah.
So beautiful, Kate.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.
Stay well of mine, honey, and the body will follow.
Yeah.
Okay. Gosh. Oh, okay. So Ella.
Hello, Katie.
Hi, Ella.
I want to thank you also so much from my heart for being here for us. And I really enjoyed today a lot with Lucas as you took us through the questions because he stayed so silent, which allowed me also to really wait for the questions, for the answers to arise, to come up. And I really enjoyed this. We as a community together, sitting in all in the same question and the same fear. Yeah, it also made me cry to feel that I'm safe if I'm not controlling, and it made me feel so much easier. Such a weight.
Yeah. So, what is your list of fears, Ella?
I don't have one.
Okay. It's good to go with that.
Yeah, I found that while I was with Lucas and maybe some more of you together in this black nothing, the only fear I had is that my mother is going to miss me.
Oh, honey, your mother's going to miss you. And where is your mother?
Right now, she's alive.
Okay. So, and so when you were out there, we'll call it out there, your mother is going to miss you. That's what brings you back. Your mother, so stay out there. Your mother is going to miss you. Is it true? Ella, can you really know that it's true your mother's going to miss you? One syllable, it's either yes or no.
No.
No. So continue to fly. Just be flown. Just would you be without the thought? Your mother will miss you. Just go.
I will be safe.
I am.
I am safe, and I'm warm, and I'm infinite and connected to everything. Also my mother. I'm one with everything. I am joy, and it feels like being in the stomach of my mother, in the womb.
Yeah, we can be here on Earth and not leave there, because Earth is a state of mind until it's not. Until it's unnecessary, kind of like that. Love. That's not a state of place or mind. It's a kind of awareness. And thank you, Ella, for sharing yours with us.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ajay.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
It's Itai.
I don't sit in that practice well. We haven't spoken in a while.
I know. I love it. I love the way you pronounce my name.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling very happy, but I have a question regarding my biggest fear. And my biggest fear for years has been losing my husband.
Just imagine your phone rings right now and they tell you that your husband is dead and gone. They can't find him. They only see traces of him, and there's no hope. Okay, so you're never going to see him again. Is it true? So imagine that's the phone call. That's how it is. They've described it. It could only be him. There's no mistake. You'll never see him again. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? You'll never see him again. Just imagine yourself at the morgue. Yep, that's him. He's gone. Now you leave. Here you are. You're never going to see him again. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? You're never going to see him again.
It's not true.
Okay, so the answer is yes or no. Stay in that practice. You're never gonna see him again. Can you really know that that's true?
I don't know.
So it's yes or no, just one syllable. I don't know just still leaves you in pain, basically. If you want a little fear and terror, get hope. And I'm not saying don't hope, all of you, but it's just.
I've been doing this specific exercise.
So let's do it again, because so far we've only gotten to one question. Okay, so if you've done it so many times, you can do it one more time. You'll never see him again. You're never going to see him again. Is it true? Can you really know that it's true? You're never going to see him again. And you just hung up on the phone.
No.
And notice how you react when you think the thought, I'll never see him again. When you see that image of him, I'll never see him again.
So here's where I get stuck. Because if I lose him, I lost myself. I lost my soul.
Well, see, that comes in the third question. How do you react when you think the thought? You see how you're skipping around and managing?
Correct.
Yeah, so just trust, just trust this. You're doing a little shorthand. Let's do longhand. Notice in that situation, you hang up the phone. How you react, what happens when you think the thought, I'll never see him again. And they're giving you those horrific images in your head because you wanted to know what caused his death. And you see those.
So in that moment, I would be dead.
But you're still breathing.
Correct. Honestly, I don't know.
Superstition, without even knowing it's going on, like superstition, it's just, I just can't go there. It's just too real for me.
So my issue is that I've been working on this fear for a few years.
Well, here we are, and we're doing everything but the work.
Yes, I've been thinking about this fear for years. We've been together for 24 years. Yesterday, we had our 18th wedding anniversary.
Congratulations.
We got married. Thank you. We got married on 07.
This is a great discussion, and I'm glad to hear all of it, honestly. And
even yesterday, when we were celebrating, because I love to celebrate all the joys in our lives, especially with everything that's happening around that. Instead of enjoying the moment, all I could think is, what happens if something happens to him now? Mm-hmm. Like the fear has been taking over.
Yeah, I hear, honey, that the fear's been taking over. I love you have him and that you're both healthy. It's a beautiful thing.
that's what I'm so upset with myself, because I've been doing the work for so long. And every time I come to this, like my biggest fear, I am paralyzed. And I was thinking about something you said a year and a half ago. It was Monday, and you started the session with talking about losing your ex-husband. And you were so cool about it.
Yeah, because I haven't lost him. You know, he's in the world. We say he's dead, he's gone, but no, he lives in me. He lives in me. He lives in me. I see his image as we're speaking. I feel him, and then I see my children and how beautiful they are with his tendencies, and my grandchildren, and it's something beautiful. It's something beautiful. So he's not dead to me.
And I get it. And there was also something you said a year ago, actually 2 summers ago, that I experienced this past year, because last summer, I lost my 2 dogs, one after the other. Mm-hmm. And I lost one of them beginning of June last year, and the other one followed him a month later.
So, honey, I want to cut to the chase, okay? So
yes. So here's my question. Uh-huh. So when I lost my dogs, I got it. I realized that I lost the way I always knew of having them. For 17 years, I knew having them physically next to me. And after they were gone, I started to feel them. And I created many reminders in their last year of their lives, because they were getting older.
So what makes you think you wouldn't experience the same if your husband died?
That is my question.
Well, yeah, that's how that's your psyche. Yeah, that's previews of coming attractions. You know, it's preparation. It doesn't mean your partner's going to die before you do, but you understand. Okay, good work. If you can do it with your dogs, you can. You know, it's same. It's same. Thank you, sweetie. Osema.
Yeah. Hi. So I have a list of fears.
Okay, let's look at the list of fears. And those of you that haven't listed your fears on the other side of this, list your fears. It's what is it that you fear will happen in your life, and so you list those fears. And as you're listing your fears, you imagine that it's happening. So and just what else do I fear? And you'll see an image, and you write that fear down. Make your list of fears. Okay, sweetie.
So I have a fear of messing up, and a fear of failure that comes from that. Well, I have a presentation tomorrow, and I'm having a fear, like this major fear of messing up and failing and freezing while I'm doing the public speaking. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden it accumulates into the fear of living alone forever. I don't know how it all goes there, but
I'll give you an experience that I had when the work found me. There were a group of people that were having it was a group of women that represented, I don't recall what, and it was like a county thing where these chapters came in and to hear me speak. And, they asked me to speak, and I just said yes. I used to say my name is yes when people asked me, because I didn't have a name. So it was out of town. So somehow I got there, and then someone spoke, and then they introduced me as the speaker. And I still had no idea who they were, what they were. I did my best, but I walked up to the microphone and I just waited for me to speak. And it just never happened. It just never happened. And as I recall, I probably said something like, I really don't have anything to say, and thank you. And there was this great applause. And all we had done was sit there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes together without a word as I stood at the microphone. So, the point of this is, how can you do it wrong? Prepare yourself. You'll have no idea whether that will work or not, but it's you doing your job. You doing your job for you. What is it, that they're asking that involves your work, that meets their question. And then you speak for you, because it is all about you. Let's see, I want them to understand me. Well, that's all about me. Turned around, want me to understand me. You will if you stay in your own lane. You know your job. That's why they've invited you. That's what they want. You get into what you think will please them. You're out of your lane. They invited you. That's already a given.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you say not one word, it's authentically, you're too frightened to speak. And then at the end, you can say, I thank you for asking me to speak. See, you just spoke. Thank you. And you know what you've done? You've been authentic, if that's all you have to say. All of you can't do it. You can't do it wrong. Just be a fool. Invitation to be a fool. Do your best not to be, and walk in with that invitation to be a fool. Do your best. Yeah, we're all prepared in our own way. And they'll see it that way or they won't. Some will, some won't. If you speak to perfection, some will approve and some won't.
Right.
So go for you. Go for you.
Thank you.
Oh, honey, you're so welcome. You're welcome. Oh, let us know how it turns out. Yeah, come back with what a big fool you were. Out all the things you think you did wrong, and or all the things you thought you. Yeah, just let us know how it turned out.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome. If I planned, if I planned what I was gonna say, and pulled it off, my staff would be shocked. I've got an agenda here I wanted to do, and we're so far away from it. As a result, we're all doing it right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We've talked about some to some minds pretty far out stuff today, and half of the base could just never come back again. But I'm not going to sit here in this chair and be inauthentic to hold anyone in place, other than as we sit in self-inquiry, you grow me. Yeah. Thank you, honey. Lucas.
I wanted to thank you for guidance. And then you said that there is no going back. I was like all the time, thanks God. I wanted to cry from joy.
Yeah. And if you think you're back, I would question that.
Yeah. And wanted to say for the other participants, for speaking up, because it was very valuable to hear everybody here.
Thank you for sharing that, honey. I think a lot of people. I'm guessing that a lot of people took that trip with you, and I know that. I love traveling with you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming back and sharing.
One thought popped that going crazy, and then fear of being tortured. But it's the same thing. It's just infinite variations of fears. It's just same thing, avoiding facing the fear. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's the ego's trick that would keep you from being present. And the only torture is offered up as that illusion of what's going on in your head. But in reality, the gift of now always waits for you to come back and join it. Yeah. Thank you, Lucas.
Thank you.
Kent.
Good morning. Good morning. Right before you called on me, I was sitting there thinking, oh, my fears are that I fear talking to you. I fear getting it wrong. I fear you won't know. That the way I interact with you, you won't know how amazing I think you are. That isn't why I raised my hand.
Honey, I love hearing that connection. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wanting to say I did the exercise wrong. But you're saying, we can't get it wrong.
Yeah.
I've certainly taken away from today a different way to do what I did, or that I, whatever, I darn it, this still isn't why I raised my hand, but I wrote down like 26 different fears that I was planning to then do the work on each individual one.
Yeah, that was the exercise. Good.
Okay. I still haven't really gone through any of them. Whatever. So my question though, you say we attach to concepts, which makes sense to me. And I suspect that the answer to this next question is but I'm wondering if there is a root concept that we attach to. I feel like from the time I've gotten to spend with you, that the root concept of all the fears are just you say that's where we start.
Yeah, because I is it would cheapen it for me to even attempt to speak to her of that I. Words fail, but anything beyond I moves us from the answer to who am, what am I. And those are things on your list. Those are the things on your list. Sit in and it'll bring it'll bring a kind of understanding that you don't expect. Like your ego may say, well, I still fear it and I questioned it, but you don't know if you were really silent in those 4 questions and turnarounds, as you said in that fear. And you have no idea. Your ego can tell you still fear it, but your life may show you that you don't. All of you, I hope you hear me in this. I just couldn't say it any plainer.
The little example is that I raised my hand. I mean, I'm so fearful to raise my hand. I can feel it, in my body, and I see everybody talk to you so comfortably.
It seems.
right.
Say that about you too.
Right. And so the one that I did do, attempted, I don't know. The one fear that I tried to work, I don't know what the words are. I don't think I sat in it. I thought it was, okay, just do the what if. And I wasn't questioning them as I went.
And that means that.
And okay, yeah, thank you. I do have that written down. I forgot. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I can't. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too, sweetie. Oh, my dears. Nancy.
Hello. Good morning, California.
Good morning.
I'm so happy to be with you all today. This has been a wonderful session. And I heard be a fool. And love that. Be a fool, like for me, be too exuberant, be too loving, too, for other people, not internally, right? Be myself, which might be too much in some way for somebody else, but just be myself.
fool is so powerful because it gives you a glimpse of the human race that we wouldn't have otherwise. It's real deal. And it's somehow very comforting, very enlightening as well.
To join the human race, all of us. Yeah. I had a very intense fear about being publicly vilified. And I think it goes back to, I was a child and I stood up. I was about 2 or 3 years old. I stood up. There was a party with grown-ups, and it was a big room, a room with a few people, quite a few people. And I remember standing up and I started to try to say something. Everything went quiet and I started to try to say something and I started stuttering. And then I heard people laughing. And so I think that might be sort of where that idea got deep down in there. But so for me, when someone is critical of me, I don't like the way you did that, or I don't know, it gets very frightening for me.
Okay, so let's go back to that little 3, 4-year-old, 2, 3, 4-year-old. Be there now. And they're all waiting for you to say something. Okay, so be there now. Who would you be without the thought they're laughing at me because of my stuttering? And just hear the laughter, get in touch with it. Little girl. And who would you be without the thought they're judging me? Listen to the laughter, go on with what you're doing. Go on with what you're speaking. Notice your stuttering.
I feel comfortable in my body. I don't understand what's happening, but I'm not getting hurt. People look like they're having fun. I'm comfortable.
Are they laughing at you because you're doing it wrong? Or are they laughing at you because you are so adorable and young to be in a group of adults? Just showing them you're doing your best. Are they laughing at you because they think you're adorable, or are they being cruel?
I don't feel any malice from them.
Now watch the little girl be one of the audience, and watch the little girl from a distance. Listen, watch. What do you see without your story?
I see a sweet little thing with something to say, something she wants to express, and it's not quite coming out, and I want to go and hug her and take her to a rocking chair and just listen to her. Let her calm down and then listen to her.
Yeah, and so I think you've joined the group now. I think you've joined the crowd.
Yeah.
You are lovable. You are adorable. I see you. I'm just guessing way out. I see. Oh my gosh. Oh, Nancy. You know what we're thinking and believing in a given moment, and we're so young, it affects our identity to our deathbed until we get this squared away. Otherwise, by some kind of miracle that we don't have to wait for, this work can give us that. Good for you to just be the audience, or be the little girl, write a worksheet on the audience and question it, turn it around and meet her again.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, lovable one.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, David.
Hi, Katie.
Hi.
Yeah, there's something that you were saying that was really interesting, that you might think you're afraid of something, but then turns out you're not actually. And this was something that it kind of surprised me when I went to see my gran died recently, and she was in a care home, and I would often see her, and often just sit next to her, and we'd sing a lot. She had dementia, so conversation couldn't be too complicated, but she really loved singing, and that's what we used to do. And then she died, and I thought, I was upset. I was going to really miss her because I wanted to go sing. I'd put off going that day. I was a bit sick. I didn't want to go and pass something on. So it was a real, surprise. And I thought I would miss her. And then when I saw her in the Chapel of Rest about 10 days ago, I was really, I was kind of a bit anxious going. I thought there's something underneath, but I went, and it was very peaceful, and like it wasn't upsetting at all. And I just sort of sat sort of opposite, and I also did a bit of singing. I was more anxious about being overheard in my singing, and just the quietness of the room it just felt a bit self-conscious about it. It turned out no one heard, but it was quite nice, and it struck me how a lot of it was very similar to actually going to see her in the care home.
Yeah. Oh, that is so beautiful, because when people are alive and we sit with them, we have no idea what they're hearing. We perceive in our minds what they're thinking and believing. But do you enjoy the singing with your grandmother? Yes, you do.
And I would then remember, even when she's laying there, stone cold dead, I would still kind of, I would enjoy remembering.
So, I'm just not getting that your grandmother has died to you, and she lives in you, and so does my grandmother live in me, and I don't ever try to kill her away with tears. It's just, she's too precious for that. I'm just so grateful for, like you bringing up your grandmother. I see my grandmother, and I thank you for that.
Oh, thanks. Oh. Yeah, there's a lot of wonderful memories. I could remember how she would try and sing along, and sometimes she'd get the lyrics wrong, and so I would enjoy that as I was singing. I would always enjoy how she would sing, because sometimes we sing Goldfinger as well, a lot of the Bond songs. But there's a little lyric in there, and I'd always remember the face, and she'd always emphasize it. It's the kiss of death from Mr. And the way she'd say with real gusto.
Emphasis.
I'd always remember that. So yeah.
Oh, honey, nice meeting your grandmother.
Oh, thanks, Katie.
Thank you for bringing her to us. Okay, you dears, our plan is to be back here tomorrow. Thank you for your contributions, and keep the staff hanging in, and all of us. And so we're able to be here. And write your list of fears. What do you fear is going to happen? And, start from like what you fear is going to happen, like, for example, tomorrow or this month, or when you're asleep tonight, or overall of fears that you've held for years. And write your list of fears. And you may want to begin before tomorrow to question them using the 4 questions, turning them around and sharing that with us tomorrow as well. Get a head start on your list. And it's, oh my gosh, I love this community. I'm very grateful, very grateful. Thank you, beloveds. Something beautiful.